Hi, welcome to homework number 4, Docker part 2. In this part, I will be explaining the Docker Compose section using the Docker Compose utility. First of all, let me show you the Docker Compose YAML file in which I will be building 3 different images for Redis server, proxy server, and app server. Now, to begin with, first we need to create these images using this Docker Compose utility. So let's start with executing the Docker Compose app. So here the Redis image has been created. As you can see, it will take some time since we are doing a get update. I'll skip through some of this part so that we can see it. So now we have seen that Redis is being installed and is performing some packaging. Now as you can see, it was successfully built here, and now this is the building the proxy server. Just installing the npm packages that is required during the proxy. And here is the building app image. So here we have created the Redis server, the proxy server, and the app server. That is the images. That are the images that we have. Now let's check the images that we just created. So as you can see, Docker Compose app, proxy, and Redis have been created just few seconds ago. So in this way, we can use the Docker Compose utility to create our images. Now let's see how to run the containers and start certain processes within them and test our new containers and the spawn utility. That have been installed. The main focus of the images, the more focus will be on the images of app, Redis 1, and proxy. These are the 3 images that I will be using. So first of all, let's create a Redis server. For this, first run the docker run command in a detached mode. With a port mapping of 6379. Let's assign a name of Redis server and referring to the image Redis 1, and let's execute it. Sorry, my bad. So here you go. Here we are getting a Docker image. Now right now in this container we don't have a Redis server that is running. So to do that, let's first run a Redis server, Redis service. So to do that, let's do a docker exec, the name of the container, and the command to start the Redis server is server. Here you go. The Redis server is now starting. Since this was just attach command, so this process got the execution. This was a command just provided to the container. Let's see if now let's execute the proxy server. Now to execute the proxy server, let's run it in a detached mode with port number 9000, expose and map. Assign it a name, say proxy server, and referring to our proxy image, and let's run the proxy server. Since in the container I'm already on the proxy folder, so I'll be just executing this. The parameter 17 172.17.0.2 refers to the IP address on which our Redis server is listening. So let's execute this. So this is the Docker container. Let's see if we have get those. So yeah, both are up and running. Now next is our Docker app. Now one thing I would like to mention here is when you run a Docker app, you need to map the Docker daemon of our host into the Docker container. You do this by doing a -v, that is the volume, that is the volume flag. Let's see how we do this. Run the Docker command in the detach mode with the port mapping of 3000, which was exposed in our Docker file, with a volume mounted of /var/docker.sock. What this flag does, what this -v, that is the volume flag, does is it gives the container a reference of the Docker daemon which is running on our host. Just assign it a name, like app0, which will be referring to our image app, and let's start the server. And in the same way, we will be assigning it, and it will be giving the IP address of the Redis server as parameter. So now when you execute this command, it will create a container with a Docker daemon, with the control of Docker daemon inside the container. So we can execute the Docker commands from within the container but as a host. So that is unhelpful when we will be spawning. And the docker.io, which I referred you earlier in the Docker file, is helpful in executing these commands. So let's run this. So we have executed the Docker. Let's see the Docker. So yeah, we have our app0 running. So all the three servers are running now. Now let's check our service. Now what happens is when app.js is executed, it registers itself to the Redis server in a spawn queue, where it will register its IP address, and proxy server will refer this queue to serve all the requests. So if there are multiple servers, it will execute in a round robin fashion, and it will give it will work as a proxy, because at the front end you won't know which server is running. But I will show you the contents. You will be based on the response, you will be able to differentiate which server will be responding. So first of all, let's call http our proxy server on port 9000. Now as we know that proxy is running on 9000 and our app server is running on 3000, so let's just do the same. So here you can see that we have got a reply from our app0 server. Now there are various commands that we can try. Let's get the time. Let's get a recent. Now this will be a HTML page, so you can see that the list is recent, less time, and this is the root. And now let's spawn new server. Now as you have seen that in here we have only 3 containers running, but from within using the spawn command, it is possible to spawn a new container. Let's see how to do this. Using the curl command, just make a request to a proxy server with the spawn command, and it will reply you back with the container ID. So here you can see the new container spawn. Now let's verify this if we have a container running. So here you have a container running. The first ID, this is. So the name is Trusting Feynman. Now I have been working on how to assign names dynamically, but so far I'm not successful in that. But we do have a new server. Now let's check our pair. Let's see if the server is registered to serve through the proxy. Now, if we do a curl command on the proxy server, on our root command, we will be expecting to get a reply from two different servers. Let's see how we will get this. So if I make a request, so here I am getting a request for reply from the new server, that is the IP address ending with 5. Next, if again I make a request, I'll get it from 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. So in this way, our proxy server is kind of toggling between the two servers, that is with the IP address ending with 4 and 5. So in this way, we were able to spawn a new server from within a container, and at the same time, the other server was able to get registered to the Redis, and proxy was able to serve it. Still, if we can have some more fun. So here's a third server. Now you can access the same thing through the web browser, but you will have to give the IP address of your local machine. Now, since I'm running a Vagrant and in the Vagrant I'm running a Docker, so I will mention my Vagrant's IP address, which is this on 9000. So here you go. It's 6, it's 4, it's 5, it's 6. So in this way, the proxy server, we are able to get requests from all of them, and also from here I can spawn a new request. So here it is, a new container spawn. This is the container ID. Let me zoom it for you, and probably you will see the next request coming from IP address with 7 here. Yep, that's it. So that's for the Docker Composer part. Thank you.